Warning: the following podcast contains violent scenes that may be unsettling to some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
In the grim darkness of the far future, rogue trader Lord Horst Fox has received his warrant of trade and has set out for the Halo Stars, with his elite crew members on a mission to steal the Lorem Ipsum from the hands of other, less deserving rogue traders. Join us, with Becca playing Sneak Gitrippa the Orc, Chris playing Lord Horst Fox, the rogue trader, Tillman playing Lady Farazda Ilya Zivostroya, the Iron Lady, and Slavic as Game Master. If you'd like to reach us, you can reach us on Twitter at twin_cities_VTN, or on Facebook and Discord at Twin Cities by Night. Or if you would like to support our podcast, you can find us on Patreon at Twin Cities by Night. We hope you enjoy.
It is the 41st millennium. For more than 100 centuries, the Emperor has sat immobile on the golden throne of Earth. He is the master of mankind by the will of the gods and master of a million worlds by the might of his inexhaustible armies. He is a rotting carcass writhing invisibly with power from the dark age of technology. He is the carrion lord of the Imperium, for whom 1,000 souls are sacrificed every day so that he may never truly die. Be a man in such times is to be one amongst untold billions. It is to live in the cruelest and most bloody regime imaginable. These are the tales of those times. Forget the power of technology and science, for so much has been forgotten, never to be relearned. Forget the promise of progress and understanding, for in the grim, dark future, there is only war. There is no peace amongst the stars, only an eternity, carnage and slaughter, and the laughter of thirsting gods. All right, let's get ready for a little one-shot here. You arrive aboard your Raider, which is a spaceship. It's quite light as far as spaceships go, but it's not like you could really afford something more expensive right now. The sneaking suspicion arrives at Footfall after a long stint in the warp. Only mildly battered after passing through the maw of the Koronus Passage, you feel that the ship's crew is in good spirits and are ready for a new venture beyond Imperial space. As you arrive in Footfall, the first thing you notice is the massive statue of the God Emperor, dozens of kilometers high, staring off into the void, planets that will one day belong to him. The unnatural light of Fribundus, the system's sun, seems to be reflected in the void shield projected by the statue. Now, right now, you're arriving at your at the space station. Are there any orders you wish to be done, Lord Fox, our rogue trader? You're currently on the bridge of the ship. You have some other people there, there's probably a psyker, some communications officers. Sneak's there. Lady Ferris is also there, as you've already briefed them on your plan.
Hello. All right. Can I describe what my character looks like real quick?
Go for it.
All right.
Go for it.
Yes, my character's name is Lord Horst Fox. He's about 6'2", dark hair, has a dark goatee. His hair is like neatly cut. Doesn't really touch his ears or anything. His goatee is well trimmed, but he has like salt and pepper goatee. It has some gray hair in there. He has steely gray eyes, and his uniform he wears is kind of a black one with white, kind of like white stripes that go down his slacks. It's a uniform. Like he has like different awards from his time and the when he was part of the naval service, and he usually he has sharp features, kind of olive color skin, has kind of a sharp nose also. And he's looking out. And what was the original question? What if do I have anything I want to...
And do you have any orders for the crew?
And we just arrived at the space station, right?
Yeah, it's. I'll describe it. I can describe it right now. Mm-hmm. Footfall is not a planet, but it's not really completely a space station. It's not completely man-made. It's a series of land masses held together by void chains and gravitational fields. Its spires jut out at odd angles and are only connected by tunnels, fog bridges, and a series of landing sites for aerial transport for those who can afford it. Here, religious zealots live side by side with assassins, fugitives, thieves, and worse. In the shadows, the agents of the Imperium stalk footfall, and there are rumors of inquisitorial acolytes hunting their prey.
So this isn't a good spot. And I take I'm just stopping.
The entire region of space you are is not a good spot.
Oh, Jesus. So what am I doing?
This is the relatively civilized spot.
Oh, wow. Are we just here to get resupply?
No, you are here for a very good reason.
Oh, why am I here?
You heard that there is an auction to be held here at Footfall. It's going to happen very soon, and you know that there are several other much more powerful, much more wealthy rogue traders who will be at the auction vying for this artifact, or rather this ancient text. You heard it even dates to the days of Old Terra, some 38 millennia ago, maybe.
I'm going to look at my number 2. I take it I have like a co-captain or whatever in the area. I'm going to look at him. What's his name?
I'm going to say that it's Lady Ferris is your first mate.
Oh, Lady
for
Ferris.
Simplicity's.
All right. Lady V, tell the troops to start preventive maintenance.
Yeah. Please describe Lady Ferris for us.
Right. So Lady Ferris de Ilia Z Vostroya is mostly machine parts. There is probably some flesh left over. I don't think it is her arms or her face or anything vital, really. I have here that her bionic augmentations are sleek and have a pleasing appearance compared to the standard bionic of the Adeptus Mechanicus. I didn't write that, but I like it. So yeah, she's a ladylike robot, and she has big guns, like literally.
Lady V, make sure that the preventive maintenance is started. I don't want any of the crew to go off ship. We need to be ready to leave if we upset any of these people once we win the auction. Make sure supplies are all stocked. Make sure we have armed guards, right? We have some.
Oh, you already know you're not winning the auction, but you're still here for the text.
We're still here for the yeah, definitely be ready to leave at
Wink.
short notice. Yeah, be ready to leave at short notice, especially knowing what we plan to do. I look at Sneak. Sneak, is that his name? Sneak? Yes, Sneak. Are armed sentries ready in case we run into any resistance once we leave?
The boys be ready.
Excellent. Relay my orders, Lady V. We'll be leaving in 15 minutes.
Understood, Captain. And she yells out in a really shrieking loud robot voice, "Men, gather supplies, start maintenance. I want the ship ready as soon as possible. We're not staying long." And she just yells out orders for a minute and a half and uses her much more convincing robot voice for that.
Yeah, well, the bridge starts buzzing with life as everyone realizes that they have shit to do. And some of them probably thought they were getting some extra shore leave, but apparently not.
Not at all. So, this information that we have on this artifact, what do we know about this artifact?
You know, it's something called the Lorem Ipsum. Never heard of such a thing.
So this is a text, ancient text. What benefits would this get me and my crew if I was to get it?
Well, the prestige of having it, of course, which is the most important thing for a rogue trader. Being better than other people.
Have you not seen my uniform? Yes, indeed. So, what are our plans then to gather this? Do we have any kind of insider who could perhaps lead us to it so we can...
You have several leads. You have some contacts in the local criminal underworld from the Amaro family. They might help you find and sneak into the vault where the text is held. You're also aware of Imperial agents acting on footfall. These Imperial agents might know some dirt on the local magistrates and might help you get into the auction if you want to steal it right during the auction. Or you could contact the Mechanicus, which probably seems to have information about the vault as people from their order would be maintaining it.
We have 3 options. I need your opinions, both of you. One is we can talk to the Emerald family. See if maybe they'd get their hands dirty with us and show us the way into the vaults. I could try to use my family's prestige and my reputation for the Navy to talk to Imperial agents. See if maybe I can get information from there. Or we can talk to the Mechanicus, which I really do not feel comfortable. Maybe one of you two do.
No.
So that is not an option. That leaves us with the first 2. What do you think, Snick?
This is what Sneak hears.
Sneak.
Oh, yeah, lads. Looks like we're gonna have to find some of that texty thingy.
I heard it's a real shiny bit. We can see if some of them corrupt boys got it. They could help us sneak into that vault. Or maybe some of them social boys. They's all got these fancy parties. They could get us in. Or maybe one of them mech boys could help us.
You want to explain why Sneak hears that like that?
Yes. Sneak is an orc, but Sneak is an orc with a helmet that makes him perceive other humans as orcs.
Thank God there's a translator on that. Because I'm sitting here being like, how am I going to, how do I figure this out? That really helps. Thank you. Yeah, so Sneak's a large orc hulking figure who has a ridiculous helmet on, had, that typical, eyepiece that comes down and it's red and, helps. So, and then little horns kind of coming off the side. And he's dressed in camo armor that does not match any kind of environment that we're in, but somehow helps him be more sneaky. So Sneak is just your very straightforward. So Sneak hears this. Okay, Captain, we should sneak. No talk.
Definitely. So then I think that we will be talking to the Emerald family. So let's get this going. As I walk by, I'm just kind of trying to read the vibe of our crew as we walk out. Can we bring an armed sentry with us, or were we just planning to go us three?
Oh yeah, just you three. That's just how Rogue Trader works.
It's like Star Trek where they go on the
exactly. It's exactly like Star Trek. Okay, it makes absolutely zero sense. I mean, you could just send 5,000 people, whatever. But
yeah,
that just wouldn't be fun.
I go to look out at number 3, whomever it is. I'm like, you're in charge of the deck. Start heading out with Sneak and Lady V.
All right. You decide to take the Aquila lander, and after clearing all the bureaucracy and such, you land in one of the less savory parts of Footfall. You can sort of smell the recycled air in the habitat. And it's quite disgusting, and you're not really used to these places, at least Lady Ferez and Lord Horst, as you had a more refined upbringing. Although, I suppose from the time spent aboard various spaceships, you might have gotten used to it as well. But this is some next level bad recycling systems. Footfall is not maintained well. You're sure of that. The architecture here is very jagged. Many of the buildings seem to have jagged edges, spikes, and seem actively hostile towards you, as if the architecture itself is telling you to stay out. As you sort of start making your way towards the holdings of the Emerald family, you start smelling a sickly sweet smell of what you assume are narcotics being manufactured, which is what the Amaro family deals in.
How I have fallen. I just say as we walk towards her. And of course, I've taken off my war. I'm not wearing my uniform. I'm in our indiscreet clothes. I'm probably just wearing all black or something like that at this point.
A trench coat?
Yeah, of course. No, do they have trench coats 40 millennia in the future? Do they survive?
I'm sure they do.
Along with this.
Yeah, of course, definitely they do. The Death Corps of Krieg have trench coats.
Yeah, with this ancestral katana that has survived 40 millennia.
This is Vampire. It's okay to have trench coats and katanas here.
Yeah, for sure.
All right. And you make your way to it looks pretty run down from the outside. But outside of the building, next to the doors, you see 2 armed guards with what you assume are auto weapons. Think normal, solid projectile weapons.
Do I have a specific name of someone from this family that I...
Yes, you are aware of the head of the family, which is Macarius Moreau, and also Carlos Amaro and Persephone Amaro, which are your contacts in the family itself. They're not really at the top of the organization, but they're up there.
I walk up to the guards, trying not to show any kind of I'm intimidated by any, and I'm trying to form up all that military regal leadership I have, and I'm gonna be I need to speak to Carlos, please. Carlos.
Yeah? Who are you?
I stopped for a second, like I looked disgusted. He even asked me. I'm like, I'm Lord.
Know your place.
Yeah, I am
this
Lord.
is Lord Fox.
I like just let her speak on my behalf. I'm just like, yeah, what she said.
Let me roll something.
Oh God, frenzy!
This isn't vampire, though you can use combat drugs to frenzy here. Come on, Botch.
Never heard of him.
Well, now I stand before you, and I'll tell you this, lad. If you do not go get Carlo right now, or even McCarnian, and tell them that Lord Horst Fox is here, I will not be responsible for what happens to you when they find out.
And behind him, like Sneak just kind of comes up, almost towering, looking down at the boys, kind of cracking his knuckles.
Sneak, roll me an intimidate roll.
Do I look like a red shirt to you? God damn it!
I don't think it worked. I got a 61, I think, or 75 out of 61.
Yeah.
So 1 degree of failure.
Bloody hell. What the hell is that thing? Must be one of those fucking mutants.
Hold your tongue. Now it's my turn. Can I use intimidate? Can I try to roll it?
Yeah, I mean, you can, but I forgot to give you the skill. Let's just say you have it.
Oh, okay. Let me see here. I got
No, just roll it. It's fine.
Okay, so I got to roll S for intimidate. That's strength, huh? That's weird.
I would also. I'll allow you to use fellowship in this case. I don't think Lord Fox intimidates anyone with his muscles.
Can I try something else? Can I try something else? I got charm.
Yes.
Can I try to charm them? Okay, let me roll charm.
Yes, but you'll have to change what you're actually trying to say.
Yeah, I will. I'll change it. Charm, fellowship. That's plus 20 on fellowship, and my fellowship is 59, so that's 79. Let's see if I got the Becca curse here. Let me go ahead and try this out here. Nope, I made it. So I don't know at the varying degrees that is, but I got 36 out of 79.
I believe it's 3 degrees of success.
Okay. What I'm going to do is, listen, Nod. I understand your confusion and how this is very abrupt. I come from a family of prestige and accolades in the Navy. I'm here humbly standing before you to speak to Carlo, which should tell you that this is important if I'm here doing this. I simply ask if you go turn around and go through those doors and let him know I am here. And trust me, once he finds out I am here, he'll probably be very happy with you.
This sounds too complex for me. Why don't you go ahead and come on in?
My associates are free to go in with me, yes?
Sure, but we'll be keeping an eye on you.
Yes, I'm very sure.
Mutant.
I just like, is everyone dumb in 401 or in fucking 40K?
No, these people have the equivalent of, I don't know, elementary school education.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
People are dumb as hell. Like the common peasants. You have to realize that you're like 12 social classes above this person.
Oh, wow. Man, what am I doing here? What the fuck am I doing? I should be in the ship having you guys do this. So I walk in through the doors with my two shipmates.
And inside you see it looks larger on the inside, the building you're in, and it doesn't look quite as run down as on the outside. It's more like a hidden facade. And there you sort of smell sweat, glow sticks, which are the 40K equivalent of cigarettes, and you hear cheering as coming from a pit down below, and you see people shouting and throwing money in the air and probably betting on something. And you're not quite close enough to see what, but you're quite sure it's fights of some kind or another.
I'm gonna, out of character, I'm gonna ask a question of Sneak and Lady V. Do you guys have any skills that could help us in a situation like this make an impression? Like something to the effect of like, can we see like an underdog fighter who may be fighting that we could maybe like get on the ends and look like we know what we're doing by betting on them? Or are you good at numbers or reading somebody, or you know what I mean? Any kind of situation that could kind of make it to where
technically.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
Sneak has common lore war actually. So
okay, what is it?
That could be used to, let's say, gauge a fighter's strength. I'd be fine with that.
Okay.
Oh, okay. So I'm actually used. So I was just thinking, it's like, yeah, I would get in there and fight. Duh.
Oh no. Well,
you could also do that. I'd be fine with that, honestly, as well.
I mean, if you want to, I just want to do something to make an impression on the individual we're going to be trying to make a deal with. You know what I mean? If it's like any kind of like analytical shit, I don't know, Lady V, if that's the kind of computer shit you got, or if it's like your knowledge. Do they have like a board with the matches that are coming up or anything to that extent, or like something we could bet on that's coming up, or even like the current one? Like
there is actually a board there, and there's a variety of fighters. You don't recognize any of the names. They don't seem to be famous outside of Footfall.
Sneak. Can you look at these names here to see if there's perhaps any underdog that might do well against our opponent, so we can maybe leave a good impression, open some doors.
What you hear, Sneak, is,
Oh, yeah, get find some of that. Find one boy that'll crump them good.
Lady Ferris turns to Lord Fox, like whispering, "Can Sneak read?"
You'd be surprised, my lady. You'd be surprised.
Sneak is not actually. I assume Sneak can read vaguely, slowly, like letter by letter.
I think I have low Gothic, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if
you
that
have to.
necessarily-
You speak the language, but you don't have literacy.
Gotcha.
If I recall correctly.
Oi, Captain. And Sneak will go over to the pits and not looking at the board, just kind of look around to see who is actually there that looks like they're going to get into a fight or is prepping for it and is looking for the biggest, most stompiest one.
All right. I'll let you roll. It's really funny because these.
Can I interject? We're trying to find
Yes.
like an underdog. That's what we're trying to find. An underdog. Someone who like people aren't going to think is supposed to win, but who is tougher. You know what I mean? So we can. Does that make sense? So we're not exactly looking for the biggest one. We're looking for someone who like is going to upset who they're going against.
All right. So you have both common lore orcs and war, which I think both apply. So I'm just going to let you roll that test at a plus 30. Which is 57 or under for you.
1 degree of success.
All right. You see a man. He seems quite older. The bets seem to be against him, or rather, the odds seem to be against him. But you sort of use your commando senses of perception and to gauge an opponent's strength, which for orcs is everything, right? The bigger and stronger someone is, that means he's your boss. If he's weaker, you get to bully him, you get to beat him up. So it's very important for orcs to know this. And you see that the way he walks, and the way he talks to the people around him, he seems to know his way around. And you sort of feel like a hidden malice coming from out of him. And you feel like he's going up against this strong, muscly Ogren. Ogren's basically like an ogre, but in 40k, for those who don't know. And he doesn't seem to flinch. He doesn't seem to be scared at all.
Oi, boss. There's a Gretchen there. Got surprising gumph to him.
Thank you, Sneak. Again, you do not let me down. Good job. Lady V, how many funds do we have that we can bet a wager against currently in our coffers?
I would tell you if I knew. I don't know.
God,
You're probably
number 2.
I mean, the people usually hear about petty cash and even things that for them would be like, I don't know, the millions of dollars for you would be petty cash for you. You're a rogue trader. You could buy this whole place if you really wanted to.
Lady V, I want you to go find a bookie. And I want you to bet a very substantial amount that will drop people's jaws when they see us betting on this underdog, yes?
Understood.
Very well. And as she goes and does that, I'm going to look in the crowd and see if I can see Carlo around or any one of my contacts. Not going to try to reach out to them, but simply acting like I'm enjoying the festivities here. Not trying to look too eager.
All right. Are you also drinking alcohol or enjoying yourself?
I'm on the job.
You have a plus 20 to carouse, so actually it's very hard to get you drunk, like literally almost impossible.
Well, then why not? Let's have a drink, because I'm probably an alcoholic, too. I probably have a little flask, and I pull it out, and I like take a swig, and I hand it to Sneak.
Meanwhile, Lady Vostroya takes her purse, grabs like a fistful of money, way more than anyone in the room probably has, or all of them combined, like yells out in robot voice again, "I bet on the old guy."
The bookie is sort of like,
Oh, come here.
he's sort of staring at that money you have in your hand.
What's a
Thing like you doing here?
in the slums?
Who are we looking for again? Carl?
Carlos, I think.
Yeah, Carlo. Carlo is my contact. But we're not trying to look too eager. We're trying to simply make our presence known, Lady V. This is my voice in your head talking to you right now.
Looking for Carlo, but, well, a little bet never hurt anyone.
Well, I don't know about a Carlo, but all I can do with that's
He sort of takes the money. He sort of gives you like a paper. And do you guys want to watch the fight or?
Of course, why not? It's my money on there. You think money is free, Jim? Money's not free.
Sneak always wants to see people get crumped.
We want to look like our mission is to look like we are here partaking, even though I'm going to be watching the crowd too and see if anyone's looking at me during this fight.
By the way, I'm unskilled in gambling.
That's okay because this is the odds are rigged against it. This isn't really gambling. This is Sneak. I don't know, telling you who's going to win. Or who's likely to win.
It's my orky sense.
Orky sense, I love that.
All right. No one seems to mind the orc in the room for some reason. He seems almost to blend in with the surroundings. Even you sometimes have trouble sometimes looking at Sneak. You just sort of overlook him. You know, he's 2.5 meters tall, but still he's like he's not there. Anywho, you see the fighter whose name is Alex, from what you've heard, or rather what you see on the board, fight Ogren, whose name is Slash. Ogrens don't really have complicated names. They don't really understand them. They're not very smart. And the fight's over pretty quick. The old guy, at first, you know, everyone's like cheering as like, oh, this is going to be a filler fight. It's not even going to be funny. He's just going to get his back snapped. And then he dodges the Ogren, dodges him again. And, you know, you can see the Ogren getting angry. And there's like a pump. It's just pumping something into the Ogren, probably a mixture of combat drugs, maybe Frenzon and Onslaught. And the Ogren's eyes just go red. And he charges the man. And the man dodges it. And then you see, Lady Ferez, roll me a tech use test, but instead of intelligence, use perception.
Okay, perception is 35, but I have plus 20 on tech use, I think. So I roll against 55?
Exactly.
I don't make it, and I think that's 3 degrees of failure.
Yeah, that's not a big deal. By the way, I wanted to tell you guys, usually this game has what we call fate points, which are points you can use to reroll things. Now, since this is a one-shot, and fate points can also be used to save you from death, I didn't want to give you any, but I don't want to take away your rerolls. So I'll say you, as a group, have 5 rerolls that you can use during this one-shot.
Go for it, Lady V. Roll again.
Ready? You want me to?
Why not? You only live once in a one-shot, Lady V.
Okay.
Says you, Sneak is eternal.
Sneak is forever, see.
Ooh, I make it. I have a 10.
Pretty sure this man is someone from the Mechanicus, as you feel an invisible field envelop him just as he attacks the Ogren. And it seems like he steals part of the motive force of the Ogren with some of his implants. And the Ogren just falls over. What the others see is that the guy dodges. He sort of lightly taps him in where some of his vital organs are, and he dies. What you see with your implants is basically a massive field coming from the Ogren into the person. It's like he sucked out all the electricity in his brain from his body with some strange implant.
Huh.
You heard that the electro priests of the Adeptus Mechanicus can sometimes do that, but those look severely different than an old man in what looks like a fighting pit. The crowd goes wild.
Immediately when the crowd goes wild, I'm scanning the crowd to see if anyone's looking at us instead of the match.
All right. You know what? I'm just going to give this to you. You notice that one of the guards, who is near a staircase, is sort of scanning for you, and you kind of feel like his eyes linger at you.
I'm looking right back at him.
And he sort of beckons you to come.
And dude, and I go look at Lady V. I'm like, and Lady V, Sneak, looks like we have attracted the attention we want. Let's go.
The old man
Yes.
has some peculiar technology on him. Also, I need to collect my win.
We can get the winnings after we speak to Carlo. I'm sure they'll be standing there.
Sure.
See, boss, told you Gretchen was good.
Yes, you have Do not let me down.
Oh, hello again, folks. I'd like to tell you about the Facebook group we run called White Wolf and Onyx Path RPGs, Gameplay and Media. Have you ever wished you could have an easy way to find gameplay videos and podcasts, or just media in general that deals with your favorite White Wolf role-playing games? Or have you ever wished you could find a forum to share gameplay that you have recorded? One that won't be drowned out by random posts and discussions, so that your media could get the attention you deserve. The group is specifically run with the sole intent of it being a one-stop shop for people to view or share media involving the games we all love. We take thorough steps to ensure the page does not become cluttered and is easy to traverse. The group is already immense and continuing to rapidly grow, with new media being shared every day. Stop on by. We hope to see you there.